Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us.
What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Coppin with Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning, Huntsville. How are y'all doing today?
I was leaving this awkward silence to see what was up. Man, I'm so happy to be here, Josie. Good to see you this morning.
Good to see you too.
You know I'm happy.
Why?
Look what's back. Do you see this?
The light laptop.
Oh my goodness. See that? Look, feel that. Isn't that so much better?
Yes, it's like a.
All right.
It's like a magazine.
Yeah,
It's
but this is
oh
the one.
my
Look at
goodness.
that. That's the one that I've had to use. Yeah. That one will give you. That one will give you an umbilical hernia. You have to get the mesh in your abdomen after this one. But I'm so happy to have it. It's just fun. It's just a fun laptop. Look at this.
What kind of laptop is that?
Acer. I've had this thing forever.
Nice.
It's a Swift 3. It's not touchscreen. You know the only thing that it's lacking? I wish I could flip it backwards.
I have that laptop
Yeah,
that you can flip backwards.
Josie Stowers.
Well, it's the school's, but
I knew you would.
one.
It's like the Castle Edition. Stowers Incorporated. What kind of processor's in your laptop? I don't have Intel. I have Stowers. It's a new type of processor. It's prestigious. Welcome in. Good to see you.
Thank you.
It's I just want to I'm so happy about this thing. I hadn't had it because I lost my power adapter. Well, guess what? I found it in the kitchen.
Wow, that's good.
At home. When you have children, things end up all over the place. We have managed to lose pieces of jewelry.
Yes.
We have managed to lose a baby monitor, the screen. Don't know where that went.
Huh.
We have managed to lose pacifiers, which I'm okay with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Kaden needs to get off of those things. We have managed to – this one's scary. Miss K ain't going to like me saying this one because Miss K is all about you take care of the children. Miss K, I'm taking care of the children. We got knives that are missing. How do you end up losing knives? And I don't let my children go in the drawer and mess with but they're gone. We have 2 knives. I started out with 10. Where'd the other 8 go? I think what happens is a little somebody, little Horton Hears a Who, named a.k.a. Braylon Bond, I think she likes to take stuff and put it in the trash can, and we don't realize it.
That's a possibility.
And now Kaden is getting to that age. Then I found a pic. You know, we had a calendar that Bridget's sister printed for us. Every year she does this beautiful family Christmas calendar. And it's 12 months, you know, and it's all the pictures of the family. Not our but all the family.
Yes.
Well, I found that thing in the trash can one day. I was like, what in the world?
How did this get here?
Why did you throw that away? So that's the question this morning. Think about this, audience. What is the strangest or something you never imagined would be in the trash can that you found? Think about it. Some of you are going to have to think really hard. But what is something in your lifetime that you found in the trash can that you're wondering, like, I didn't put it there. How did it get here? Maybe it wasn't even in your own house. Maybe you were at a restaurant and you saw something in a trash can. Maybe you were dumpster diving and you saw something. I'm just kidding. But maybe something. But think about it and let us know in the comments, what is the most craziest, maybe just ridiculous thing that you have ever seen in a trash can? Can you think of anything?
Well, the only 2 things actually come to mind. They're not necessarily stuff that well, okay, so one time I was living in an apartment in Huntsville when I was in college, and I went down to throw my trash in the dumpster, and sitting next to the dumpster was this brand new, never been used, fancy litter box.
And you're a cat woman.
Yeah, but I don't do the litter box. So.
Oh, yeah.
But I was thinking, wow, that is very, very nice. And a normal, just regular litter box without a lid or anything is probably around $30. So that litter box was probably well over $100, and it was just sitting there by the dumpster.
And you didn't take it, though?
No.
Wow. Somebody got a litter box for Christmas and didn't want it.
I guess so. Hope nothing bad happened to the cat. Or maybe they just decided they didn't want to do the litter box either.
You know, you bring up something. The saddest thing that happens is when someone loses a pet and they show up at your house with all the pet's toys and the food. That's happened to us twice now.
Aww.
Like, oh, we know y'all have dogs. And this lady come over. She was in tears, and I just wanted to bless y'all and carry on his legacy. And I'm like sitting there about to cry.
Yes.
I'm like, I didn't even know your dog, but I want to know him. I'm so sorry. You know, she kept her dog in the house, never knew him, didn't even know she had a dog. But she knew we had 2. She's like, I know y'all do because I hear him barking when I walk by. And our dogs are inside dogs. By the way, I've heard something. My father-in-law doesn't watch this show, but I'm going to call him out. He's not an inside dog house guy.
Oh, I'm kind of the same way.
Well, guess what, Mr. B? I heard through a little squeaky mouse they got a new puppy.
Aw.
They've had dogs all the time. They've always had dogs, but they just lost their other lab just passed away a while back, and then the little poodle passed away.
Aww.
And he was like, no more dogs. Well, he likes to hunt.
Mm-hmm.
And his prize dog, Duke, just passed away. Duke was a good boy, but he lived outside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Papa B, I know he's got the puppy because we've talked on the FaceTime thing and seen it. But I heard a squeaky little mouse saying that dog was going to be a house dog.
Aww.
Now, if that's the case, there's a little piece of that heart in there in my father-in-law that is just kind of softened up a little bit. He's a good dude. I love him. He's like my dad. But I'm telling you, I've heard through that little mouse that dog is going to be a house dog.
Well, good for them.
Yet to be seen.
Yep.
But, I mean, if you got a dog, the dog's got to be in the house. You know?
Well, so I don't have dogs right now, actually for that reason, because I don't have really the space for one, and that's why, the cats, they don't care. They make do. But at my parents' house, we only did dogs outside. Well, my dad's rule was if it was cold enough to make a fire in the house, in the fireplace, then the dog could sleep in the house.
Okay.
But
so that didn't happen often.
No, not well.
Maybe a little bit.
In the last few years, he started letting her come in like just about every night.
Okay.
But she passed away, and now they got a border collie. They didn't really have a choice. My little brother brought it home.
It just showed up.
And then went to college.
Oh, no, that kind of dog.
Yes.
Were they like cool with it though?
Yes, and he sleeps inside every night. The only time he goes outside is during the day when they're gone at work, and it's funny how things change.
Oh. Is it just you and you said your brother?
Yes, just me and my brother.
Y'all too. So
yes.
let's change course, okay? Real quick, we had one comment come in. Tara Burnett, Hearts Veteran, she's found car keys in the trash can.
Oh my goodness.
I have found car keys in the trash can before. I have. Not a fun thing to find. Something that we have in our bedroom, I found at the dumpster.
Really?
Just being honest. In fact, two things that I have in my house found at a dumpster. I used to rent an apartment here over by the Elks Lodge on Elks Drive, and it was Elks Apartments. It's kind of cool. It's all three together. And, man, it was great. It was like $450 a month.
Nice.
Can we please get back to those days? But it was when I decided to come to Huntsville when the best manager ever in the history, I would still be in the radio business if this guy was still around. He's the reason that I decided, like, when he left, I was like, I can't do this anymore. Dave Donahue. Steve Everett was great. I'll give him credit. But the one that got me to Huntsville full-time was Dave Donahue, working for the local station back in the day. And I love Dave. I still talk to him, in fact. I talk to him probably once a month. He made a solid impact on my life. Well, Dave wanted me to come here, and I told Bridget, I said, I'm going to move to Huntsville. Well, we've been together for like 5 years by then. And so she was like, well, what are we going to do? I said, well, I'm going to sell the house. So she actually went and moved in with her parents for a while. And I came here. I stayed here for a year by myself.
Wow.
Working for the station. But it was cool. It was like that, like, oh, my girl's coming on the weekend type. You know, she'd come see me and I'd go see her. So it was kind of a cool thing,
yes,
you know?
Yeah.
But I was renting an apartment, and then finally after a year, you know, we got a rent house. She moved here and all that, and then of course, you know, we moved, came back, then bought our house here, moved, came back, and moved back into our house. Kind of a crazy, convoluted story. But the reason I brought all this up, when I had that little apartment, when I was moving out, I guess maybe it was like 2 weeks before I moved out. Bridget was with me one weekend. She goes, do you see that over there? I said, what? She goes, there's a TV over there by the dumpster. I went over there, there's like 3 TVs.
Oh, my goodness.
Nice TVs. Somebody had probably got evicted, or they wanted out of there really fast.
Yes.
Because there was all sorts of furniture, TVs. And
wow.
I said, well, it's kind of right there by the dumpster.
Mm-hmm.
I'm paying rent to be here. I don't know if it's illegal, but I didn't feel no conviction. And so I went, but I did feel this guy. I was going to take all 3 of them. And then I said, I just need one.
Yeah.
But there was also this really cool, like, monitor thing. And so I got it too. And I brought that thing back, and it worked beautifully. And we still use that TV in our bedroom to this day.
What would you have done if the police came and knocked on your door and said, "Hi, we've been trying to find these missing items"?
I would have given them back. I would have said, man, I would have legitimately said they were at the dumpster. I thought they were being thrown away. You know, TVs aren't really supposed to go in the landfill.
Well, I wonder if somebody had taken them and then ditched them really quickly for
Well, they weren't like
reason.
Brand new in a box.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Now, if they would have been like brand new in a box,
Yes.
that'd been different. They were, but the thing, like the TV was there, had the remote with it too. I was like, man, this was a good deal.
Somebody was probably trying to let other people take them, I bet.
Yeah, I think they were just either they got evicted or they were like ready. You know, they had to get out of there and they didn't want to move all that stuff. And it wasn't like this super high end TV. It was like an LG, it was an old school one. But I mean, it works perfect. We still use it.
That's awesome.
So I got that TV. There was all sorts of stuff. There's couches, furniture. So here was something funny. I had this little hutch that I had a dresser and a hutch, and there was a guy, Jason Thompson, who's on the show with us on Tuesdays. Jason wanted that hutch. He was going to kind of fix it up and use it as a gun case. And he had helped me move. I said, all right, brother, well, yeah, you can have it. So we had it out at the end of the steps of the apartment. Well, Bridget was like, hey, y'all not leave that there because we were going to go grab something. Yeah, I said, nah, it'll be fine. You know, I ain't worried about it. We leave for an hour and come back. There's a guy with a dolly rolling that thing. And it's my neighbor below me. And they're trying to get it into a door. And I'm like, excuse me. He's like, yeah, somebody was throwing this thing away, and, you know, my dad wants it. And I was like, oh, okay. And I just pretended like I didn't know anything. And it was so funny, though. So it's like, it's my furniture that I'm giving to somebody else, but here's somebody that took it, and now I'm helping them move it into their apartment for their dad.
Yep.
I said, Jason, man, I couldn't. You know, these are good people, and I just didn't have the heart to. He's like, man, don't worry about it, brother. So I wonder if those people are still there, still have that hutch. This was all
awesome.
like during the COVID time, Josie. And I'll never forget, I go downstairs. The man had diabetes and unfortunately had his legs had been amputated. And he was in a wheelchair. His wife, they were very sweet. They were a Spanish couple. Their English was very broken, but I picked up enough to understand in Spanish what they were saying. And we could have conversations. Because of COVID, people weren't getting out. They weren't going to church.
Right.
I'll never forget, I go down there. This was on a Sunday one time, and I went down there. And they were dressed up in their Sunday best, sitting at the kitchen table. And I said, oh, do y'all need help with anything? Are y'all about to leave? And she goes, no, we're going to church. I said, oh, well, who's picking you up? No, we're going to church here. They had their laptop sitting on the kitchen table. This sweet little couple, little Spanish couple, had the laptop on the kitchen table. The husband, who was in a wheelchair, dressed up, had a cowboy hat on, a black suit, and a bolo tie, and she was dressed up in a beautiful dress, had her makeup on, the high heels, everything. They still got dressed up to go to church at their kitchen table. Isn't that
beautiful?
Cool? So, anyways, I said I was going to like take another path, and I forgot what we were going to talk about as it goes on the show, but. Anyways, welcome in. Good to see you all as we're rocking and rolling here, 20 minutes into it already. A big thank you to everyone who always joins the show. Do us a favor this morning, and please hit that like and share button. Whenever you do that on social media, especially Facebook, it does help with our numbers. I've seen the times that people do that, Josie, to where, you know, normally we may have, by the end of the day, anywhere between 500 and 750 views. We've had some episodes of this show viewed nearly 2,000 times.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
Yes.
And it's from people simply sharing the video. And so if you could do that, it really does go a long way. People ask me all the time, how can I help? I really can't give you any money. And I'm like, just share the broadcast. Let people know what we're doing here. We're into this show now. In fact, getting close to 2 years. I haven't even been keeping up with things. We are almost at our 2-year anniversary, which is crazy to think about.
That is crazy.
And episode number 463.
Wow.
I really want to do I think it's 001. Let's see this real quick. BJ McMichael was the very first live interview that I had on this show. And you know when it was? I lied to you. We started the platform in March. I didn't start the show until April. April the 10th. Will be our official 2-year anniversary of this show.
Wow.
And boy, my goodness, look how things have changed. That's pretty funny. Man, I was a lot skinnier than 2 years ago. That's crazy. It makes me kind of sad to think about. Do you miss the brick, or do you like it better over here?
I really like exposed brick, but I really like this, and I like the way it looks on the camera too.
Do you miss the table? Remember the tables? Do you like this better, or do you remember the table? The tables? Did you ever come when we had the tables?
Yes, but I'm having a hard time remembering.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get older,
I like
Josie.
this setting better.
It's more homey.
It is.
It's like, come on in, homie. All right, I am going to switch gears this morning. Big thank you to everybody. Our friend Elliot Herzlich. By the way, we had a few more donations come in. We're going to continue that through the end of the week. So thank you to Autumn Wheaton. Thank you to Carolyn Gibson. They donated yesterday to Heart for Casa. Tara Burnett did as well. And Jason Thompson said if we have 2, I'll be the 3rd. Well, we had, I think, 4, really.
Awesome.
And so he was the 5th, so that was an extra $40. This is for our fundraiser that we do every year for Casa through Elliot's Jewelers. I'm looking. I think I still have – there's one bag there, and I think I've got like 4 or 5 left in my office.
Nice.
And so this is full of jewelry, beautiful jewelry. It'll either be a necklace. It'll either be bracelets or earrings. There's jewelry cleaner. There's a rosebud vase that's in there, too, from Hartfield Florist that you can turn in. There's a candle. I think there's even a piece of chocolate. There may even be a Valentine card still in there.
Oh.
But all you have to do is donate a minimum suggested donation of just $40.
Wow.
That money will go to Casa. And so maybe maybe you don't even care about all the jewelry. You don't care about it. You just want to give. Give, and we'll bless you with the jewelry. How about that? And that's courtesy of Elliot's Jewelers. And we're planning on here in the next week or two, we'll head over to Casa once we total all this up, and then we'll present them a check. So thank you all for being a part of that fundraiser. And also, we did wrap up our Share the Love drive for senior citizens. About $2,500 worth of items that the community donated, nearly $3,000 probably by now, because we had another box come in earlier this week from First Presbyterian Church. We are coordinating the logistics of that, but we will be donating those items to Parkview Place Apartments and also Senior Villages of Huntsville.
Awesome.
For senior citizens. A lot of toilet paper.
Wonderful.
A lot of toilet paper.
Wonderful.
A lot of paper towels.
Can never have too much.
So big thank you to Elliot Herzlich of Elliot's Jewelers. And, of course, we could not be here, and we couldn't do all these initiatives. We couldn't promote the good in this community without our foundation support. And that support is brought to you in part by our friends at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Friends, when you hear these people, please go by and utilize their services. If you've got a child or a grandchild, maybe you're a guardian, maybe you know of someone with children, recommend that they go to Tomorrow's Promise. Talk to them. Get your children enrolled. They're taking care of babies through 12 years old. Is that right?
Yes.
I know after-school programs and all sorts of things. Our 2 children go there. They go to the 3rd newest location, the Academy, off Veterans Memorial. They are thriving. What's this? What's that? There's a real popular song now. It's just this young kid. He was on like American Idol a couple of years ago, and now he's a superstar. And he was at the Grammys or something. He did a backflip off a piano, and it's that song like "Play Time, This Wonderful, Beautiful Time."
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know his name either, but I know the song.
Braylon picked up on it somewhere. It's probably some little boy at school singing it. Now she wants to hear that song all the time.
Aww.
So she's walking around. I mean, she sings a lot of little Christian music from CeCe Winans. Like, That's My King is her favorite song. But now she's walking around going, these wonderful, beautiful things. I'm like, I didn't even know what that was. And I Googled it. I was like, oh, it's that song. But I attribute the Montessori education, maybe not to her listening to that song, but to her mind being creative and understanding the world around her.
Yes.
It's a good thing. It's also a bad thing because I got to be careful as a parent, what I don't want to shelter my children, but little children, I don't want them to be exposed. There's things that kids don't need to be exposed to.
Mm-hmm.
This world is full of a lot of good. I believe there's more good than bad in the world, but there's a lot of bad out there too, and you've got to be careful about what you expose your children to.
Yes.
You guys are so good at exposing children to the right things, to helping them become aware of what's around them and the beauty of this world.
Yes, yeah.
It's pretty exciting. You've been busy, though. I know you've been kind of filling in over at the Children's House, right?
Yes.
Is that still going on, or is there light at the end of the tunnel for you?
As of last Friday.
Did you get booted?
I got booted.
You got booted. What was that experience like for you, Josie?
It was
It was fun.
It was fun. It really was. It was a lot of fun. I learned so much in such a short amount of time. You know, you have to learn things quick. And if you see your if you have a child and they're in school and you see their teacher, give them a pat on the back. They really work so hard to make sure that their number one priority is the children, making sure they are exposed to the right things and they're learning the right things and they're just happy and they're growing healthy. So it's beautiful to watch every day. And sometimes there are some parts of it that are really tough, but it's so worth it.
As a dad, I know all about that tough. My little girl last night, 1 o'clock, midnight, 1 o'clock, I don't even know what time it was. She comes in there crying, screaming. She's holding her side of her head. Her ear is hurting. And I was like, she had tubes when she was little. I don't know if they've came out already or what, but she used to always have ear problem. We had to get tubes put in. But she was just in tears. She was screaming. And it was one of those to like you're borderline, like, do I need to take her to the ER?
Yes.
Gave her some Motrin. She calmed down, went to sleep, but she slept the rest of the night with us. And then she woke up this morning and she was in a really good mood, but you could tell she said, Daddy, my ear still hurts. And so as a parent, I know all about that. Good days and then some challenging days.
Yes.
I don't call them bad days. You call them challenging days.
Yes.
We've had a lot of challenging days lately with our children, but we're thankful to have tomorrow's promise to where we can take them and you guys can help with those challenges. So thank y'all.
One thing that's really stuck with me that I think Tomorrow's Promise really prides himself on, I heard Miss Kayla. Do you remember Miss Kayla from the Robbins class?
Yep.
She's an amazing, amazing teacher. And these words she said just stuck with me. She said, remember, everything is a teaching moment. And you have to go in thinking that. You have to go in thinking that no matter what is going on, what the issue is, there's something that can be taught and something that can be learned from this. So taking it from that perspective really, really helps, and it really helps open your eyes to approaching things in a calm, non-stressful manner. So.
And I'll be honest, as a parent, it's hard. Like I struggle with the calm manner sometimes. And there's times where I've learned as a parent, I just got to go outside and scream. My neighbors probably think that I'm going nuts. But I have to, it's not like I'm losing self-control, but I have to go outside. I don't want to like blow up in front of my children. And so there are times when it's just like enough. We've all said that phrase, enough is enough. And I've said it to my children. I'm like last night, they were going nuts. I said, enough is enough. It's time to settle down and go to sleep. No, Daddy. I said, okay. And, but last night was all right. But there's been times where I've just literally went outside in the garage and I was like, and one time a neighbor was walking by, he stared at me. I was like, oh, my bad.
I'm okay.
If you're a parent, you know what I'm talking about. Some people, they go to the gym, they do other things. Me, I just go in the garage and scream for 30 seconds.
Whatever works for you, yeah.
But you're right, though. You got to be careful because your children pick up, and not even anyone's children pick up. They pick up what you're putting down. And that doesn't matter if you're a parent, if you're a teacher that's educating these children. I won't go into the political nature of this, but Trump's speech last night, there was a lot of really positive takeaways on that speech. There was moments that he highlighted people in the United States that have been through some terrible adversity. One of them that I was so excited to see was DJ. DJ, if you watched it last night, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer in 2018. He was only given like 5 months to live. And I believe he's from the Houston area. Well, DJ was here in Huntsville just a couple of years ago.
Wow.
And I was blessed with an opportunity to go down and witness him being made a Huntsville police officer.
That is amazing.
And so as I was watching the speech, and it was not a State of the Union. It was just him wanting to address Congress. It wasn't an official State of the Union address. And by the way, it was the longest speech ever to Congress by a president.
Wow.
It wasn't. Bill Clinton held that record. I forget what Trump's was. I think it was over 2 hours.
Oh my goodness.
But there were so many moments in that were just, it tugged at your heart because you saw these little ones, right? You saw these people. And I wanted to share this briefly with you because when I talk about kids pick up what you're putting down, DJ's picking up what people are putting down.
Mm-hmm.
People are loving on DJ. And last night was a heartfelt moment because whenever Trump said, DJ, there's a young boy here, and they were talking about health and stuff, and they really want to combat this childhood cancer, literally epidemic. I mean, it's terrible. You talk about kids getting cancer, and now the autism used to be like 1 in 10,000. Now it's like 1 in 37.
Mm-hmm.
So they really want to focus on that and do things for children to help them. But when I saw that little DJ, and then Trump said, hey, you are now an honorary Secret Service agent. That little boy's face went. He ended up hugging like one of the Secret Service guys. Aww. Just gave him a big hug. And I wanted to share this with you this morning. This was a couple of years ago whenever DJ here in Huntsville was also made a cop for a day. Check this out. You guys are going to love this.
Lessons right now on folks that are out there looking for this individual that's escaped from. That I will faithfully execute the duties of the office of honorary peace officer. The office of honorary peace officer. For the Texas Board of Criminal Justice, Office of the Inspector General. For the Texas Board of Criminal Justice, Office of the Inspector General. For OIG. OIG. All right. OIG. Good,
Yeah.
good. The Walker County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah. Sheriff's County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, sir. And the Huntsville Police Department.
And the Huntsville Police Department.
And will do to the best of my ability.
And do to the best of my ability.
Protect and serve.
Protect and.
So there's DJ, giving the oath here, which is just really incredible. And then there was something that he wanted to do, and he goes up and he always rubs the head of the police. That was he's like, here's some of my hair, man. And there was DJ in Huntsville a couple of years ago, and I don't know, it's just kind of cool to you see this young man there on the national spotlight during Trump's speech last night to Congress. I think it was so heartfelt. DJ's picking up what people are putting down.
Yes.
By the way, and if you continued to watch, if you watched it last night, and I wish I would have queued all this up, but that moment of DJ giving a hug, man, that was just incredible. I'm sorry, I'm sitting here trying to do this, in the middle of. Let me show some photos here. This is what I'm trying to do, and I know I'm kind of rambling on here. It's because I'm trying to pull this up while I'm talking. I was trying to find the source. I should have had all this lined up. But here are some of the pictures from last night. This, by the way, from CBS Austin's Channel 42 there in Austin. From CBS, they have some pictures. There's DJ in the gallery.
Amazing.
That's him, and there's his dad behind. His dad was wearing a Texas flag, by the way, which is really cool. But there's DJ, doing a little heart symbol.
Yes.
And that's whenever he was named a Secret Service agent. There's one of the agents right there next to him, and I'm surprised. There it is. There's the hug. That's what I'm talking about. Isn't that just incredible?
Yes.
Elon Musk is right there too. That's kind of funny. But I just thought, boy, how sweet of a moment last night.
Yes, that is.
And
amazing.
I don't care where you're at politically. I mean, that should have tugged at you a little bit.
Yes, yeah.
Regardless of what you think about anything else, that should have tugged at you. It tugged at me. Bridget and I both kind of teared. We both went, oh, and it was just a sweet moment for that young boy and his family. So the whole premise of me talking about this is children are picking up what you're putting down. Think about the impact for that little boy.
Yes.
And, everything is good. Well, hey, we are here again. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools with us. Send us a comment. Let us know what you are thankful for this morning. Many people are joining us today, such as my good friend Joshua Harris. He's with the Oak Ridge Disciple House north of Austin in a little town called Florence. He says this: we love our teachers. I'm married to one of the best. And so this morning he had a prayer that said, Father, I lift up all teachers to you as they teach for your glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
That's one of my most closest friends, Joshua Harris. And 2 weeks ago, I had the privilege of ordination service here at First Baptist, and I was so thankful that Joshua came. And he gave me something that means a lot to me, and now I keep it in my pocket, Josh. I did not lose this. And someone had given this to him, but it is from Ephesians 6, where it talks about the armor of God.
Wow.
And so it's got all the verses, and, whenever the Bible talks about the armor of God, now I know what's going on.
Nice.
I've got it right here. And I keep it in my pocket, Josh, so thank you, man.
That's awesome.
I keep it right there. He gave that to me unexpectedly during that service. Well, hey, we're going to take a break. I've got some Cafe Texan gift card to give away today. And we appreciate Tiffany Gobble and our friends over at Cafe Texan. Maybe today's the day you've been wanting to win some Cafe Texan. Well, I've got it for you. And all you have to do is text in your name. You're not going to get a response, but it is going in, I promise. Text in your name on the Zero Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. Again, text in your name to 936-339-0139. I've got Cafe Texan coming your way.
Awesome.
Today. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. National Day of a lot happening here. And Josie will have your Rick's Top 10 when we come back. So stay with us. More to come. It is your show here on this very wonderful Wednesday. As always, it's brought to you by our friends at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Huntsville Executive Office Suites. Elevate your business image with prestigious move-in ready suites ranging from 150 to 3,000 square feet. Enjoy conference and training rooms, furnished and unfurnished options, custom build-outs, phone service, and a welcoming lobby. Coffee bar and dining area included for tenants. Benefit from 24/7 secure access and flexible lease terms. Located on Lake Road. Move-in begins in January. Contact Raven Property Management at 936-225-4378.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
And now, it's the moment everybody waits for on a wonderful Wednesday. It's time for Rick's Top 10 with Josie Stowers. It's National Cheese Doodle Day today, Josie. And I'm sure we've got a great top 10 list today. But you and Rick both work on these top 10 lists. I don't have anything to do with it.
Exactly.
So if anybody gets offended.
This is not my first time reading this.
I need to quit being so relaxed. Look at this.
Just make yourself at home.
Oh, yeah, well, come on in. All right, Josie, what do you got for us today?
All right. National Cheese Doodle Day, a time to celebrate those crunchy neon orange snacks that leave us questioning our life choices and the color of our fingertips. Let's dive into the top 10 things you didn't know about this day.
Was there some weird word in there?
Yes.
Illustrious.
Illustrious.
That was a hard one. I didn't get that one either for a
I was
minute.
about to say illustrations.
It's okay. I say artesian water or artesian crafts instead of artisan, so it's okay. All right.
Okay, number 10. Joe Biden attempted to rename them Cheese Unity Puffs, but the motion got lost somewhere between Infrastructure Week and his search for aviator sunglasses. Number 9. Donald Trump declared cheese doodles the official snack of Mar-a-Lago, stating, "They're almost as golden as my hair."
Why has it got to be political, Josie?
Like I said, this is not the first time I'm reading this.
Oh, yeah.
Number 8. Eating a whole bag in one sitting is now considered an Olympic sport. Training involves intense Netflix sessions.
Have you eaten? Are you a cheese doodler? Like
the cheese puffs, yes.
Do you like the crunchy or the puffs?
I honestly like the hot, crunchy ones.
Those things rip up my esophagus.
Mine too, but I can't quit them. Number 7. Scientists confirm that the dust on cheese doodles is the leading cause of orange fingerprints on remote controls nationwide.
Agreed.
The average cheese doodle contains enough air to inflate a small balloon, perfect for impromptu party decorations.
Yep, I've used them before for that.
In a recent survey, 9 out of 10 people admitted to licking the cheese dust off their fingers. The 10th person was lying.
I'm teaching my children how to do that right now.
Really?
Because they get it all over, and I'm like, please Just lick it off your fingers. Yes, so everyone licks. I don't care if someone said they don't. Every person licks it off their fingers.
Yes, yeah. Number 4, cheese doodles are now the primary currency in certain college dorms, outranking ramen noodles and laundry quarters.
Mm-hmm. True.
Believe it. Number 3, the world's largest cheese doodle was created in 2023 and is still being nibbled on by a very determined squirrel. Number 2, cheese doodles have been found to be an effective substitute for packing peanuts. Just don't eat the ones from your latest Amazon delivery.
Yeah, there you go.
And number 1, the number one thing you didn't know about National Cheese Doodle Day. It's the only day when playing with your food is not only allowed, but encouraged. So happy National Cheese Doodle Day, everyone. Remember, it's not just a snack. It's a lifestyle.
There you go. It's national. Whoa, that's really loud. It's National Cheese Doodle Day. There's your top 10. Rick's top 10, the bouncing head. Let's start acting like we have that fake radio voice. It's brought to you by Josie Stowers and the Stowers Castle Company. Those were like mediocre today.
What was the one last time? Was it last week?
Last week's were really good.
Yes. What was it?
I can look back at the message here. Let's see. It is, it was Celebrate Set a Good Example Day.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was a good
one.
Compliment a stranger, recycle your soda can, help an elderly person cross the street. Just make sure they actually wanted to cross the street. Say something nice on the internet. Just kidding. That's impossible. That was last week's were pretty good.
Yes.
By the way, Josie doesn't write these. I send them to her, so y'all can take it out on me. I didn't want to leave her out. So, some other news this morning that I'm not a fan of. You know, I've gotten off of the McDonald's kick. I don't know if we've been talking about this for the last couple of months, but I finally got away from McDonald's for a while.
Ooh,
I
love McDonald's.
Yeah, no, but that whatever that Angel Reese quarter pounder thing got me hooked, and I was there like 3 times a week. Well, I quickly picked up like another 7 pounds in 2 weeks. I'm off of it now. Well, we are starting something here. This is all going to tie together, I promise. Very exciting night here at First Baptist. We're launching our new Wednesday Night Live this semester. We do it in semesters to give people kind of an on-ramp, an off-ramp, get a little time to wind down, and then we get back after it again. And we're starting something new tonight to where we'll actually meet in our sanctuary at 6 p.m. So we do kind of a joint worship, and then we break away and go to classes and stuff. Well, Pastor Jason has started a new series called Kingdom Culture, when I have on my Kingdom Culture t-shirt. Here's where I'm going with this. How does this tie into McDonald's? How does this Wednesday night? Here's how it ties in. I had a 2XL shirt that I'd bought. It was kind of hugging me. I don't like shirts and these are nice shirts. We have a gentleman and his wife. They put the quality of the shirt's great. There's nothing wrong with the shirt, and they do they put the logo on here, and they do all that stuff. The shirts are fine. They're not fine if you got a little extra ham on your belly. I don't like shirts that like hug me. Okay, I thought a 2X would be fine. No. It was not fine. I had to upgrade to a 3X t-shirt. Not good, Josie. I have been saying I said it's not good when you have to get into, and some of you may wear a 3 or a 4 or 5. I'm not hating on you. Just for me, I'm not a fan of this 3X shirt. But I'll tell you what, it's super comfortable.
I bet.
I asked you when you walked in, I was like, does this thing look too big? You're like, no, it's all right. As long as it doesn't go down to your knees, you're all right.
Yes, exactly.
So, yeah, I'm in the 3X now. But with all that being said, we want to encourage you. Come tonight. Bring the family. We'll meet in the sanctuary here at First at 6, and then we'll break away for some really, really awesome small groups. If you want to come early for some food, you can. We have meals here as well. At 5, you can come and have something to eat, no charge. And then at 6, we'll head to the sanctuary and then get after it. But, yeah, I'm in the 3X shirt now, Josie. Well, hey, let's take a brief break. When we come back, I want to talk about some exciting events that are coming up. We talk about them every week here on the show, but ways that you can get involved and help out our friends at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Today is maybe the day that you said, you know what, I'm going to get involved. I haven't before. You can find out about these events here in just a few moments. We're going to take one more brief break. We are also giving away some Cafe Texan gift cards this morning. Many of you have already texted in. All you got to do is text in your name on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. As always, our Wonderful Wednesday is brought to you by Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Over 25 years of excellence here in our communities. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. More to come when we come back. It's your show on a Wonderful Wednesday brought to you by Tomorrow's Promise. Stay with us.
Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville. Braylon, say, this is Spirit Radio.
This is Spirit Radio.
This is Billy Cawthon of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, and you're listening to Spirit Radio, the spirit of Huntsville.
Hey, back at it. A little bit better this morning compared to yesterday morning. Thank you to the Horn family for pointing that out. Boy, we had some nasty weather yesterday, at least before noon. A lot of high winds. I was so discouraged. I got home yesterday. I was all excited. Got out the kids' kites. Let's be honest, the kites are for Daddy. They're too young to fly them. Got out the kites yesterday, Josie, and I couldn't get them to fly.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was like, what's up with this? The wind was everywhere, but it was like, because you're in a neighborhood, so it goes through the houses and then it spins around.
Yes.
So the kite didn't know what to do. It just kept going up and down, up and down. I was so annoyed. I guess that's why you have to get out in a field for the kites.
Yeah.
I would assume. So, hey, 50 degrees this morning. Fair skies as you're getting up. Humidity, beautiful, 57%. There's not much out there to complain about today. It's only going to be 63 and sunny. A beautiful Wednesday set up for today. Tonight, a low of 40. Tomorrow, 68 and sunny. Thursday, 54 for a low. And then Friday, a high of 78. Rain does return into the forecast, though, unfortunately, for the weekend. About a 30% chance of showers on Saturday, 71 for the high. It'll clear out and then partly sunny and 61 on Sunday. So we are having some beautiful, beautiful spring weather just in time for spring break right around the corner.
Yes, yeah.
So I haven't known a spring break since I was like in 6th grade, to be honest.
I know.
But yeah, spring break just right around the corner. Is there anything you remember from growing up? Like for you, was there like a family tradition? Was there anything that you guys did, or did you just kind of stay at home for spring break?
No, we just kind of stayed at home. We'd go to, because my mom was a teacher, so she'd get spring break off with us. And, well, until I was in college, I think, then it was different. But we'd just go to the park, go do different things. The house that my parents live in is right next to Palmetto State Park in Gonzales, and so there's some hiking trails, biking trails, swimming places, and we would go there a lot.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I hope all of you are having a wonderful Wednesday. We got a lot that we still want to cover here. We'll talk in just a few moments. I got the camera on Josie just while I'm yakking here. About some events happening at Tomorrow's Promise.
Yes.
Do want to mention, too, real quick, though, that a big thank you to Huntsville Memorial Hospital. They are our streaming provider here now for the show, our streaming sponsor. We are streaming the show, by the way, on Facebook, not just on my personal, also on Hello Huntsville Facebook page, also Huntsville, Texas News and Events. We also stream on LinkedIn and as well on 2 different YouTube channels and on Spirit Radio FM.
Awesome.
And Instagram. And all of that streaming requires us to have a provider, and that provider costs money, and HMH said, hey, we want to help support that show. And so they are our official streaming sponsor, helping us to cover the cost of all of those streams that we send out every single morning here on the show.
That is wonderful.
So thank you to HMH. And by the way, there is a bond coming up on May the 3rd. It's your chance to vote, and we just want you to get out and vote. Get the facts and more about this new hospital bond. You can go, very simple website to get all the facts. It's yournewhospital.com. There's a lot of misinformation out there on social media, so I encourage you, go to yournewhospital.com, and you can find out more information about the bond and what all it entails and those kind of things as well. So just wanted to toss that out there. And Josie, I did want to mention something.
Yes.
Before we talk to these events, about these events that you guys are having. You know, I've had this platform for several years called Today's Inspiration. Mm-hmm. And I feel that the Lord laid on my heart years ago to work on this devotional, and I'm still working on it. I announced, I think, a year and a half ago, hey, I'm going to launch it this fall. It's turned out to be a lot more work than I thought. But my Today's Inspiration platform, and it'll tie into Spirit Radio. We're going to have I used to do these every morning. I would record like a daily devotional. But I feel like something that was laid on my heart was to come up with a devotional, a 52-week daily devotional. How does that work? What I mean by 52 weeks is each week there is a theme verse. And so I wanted to do this for me also to memorize Scripture. Well, there's no way I'm going to memorize 365 verses. But I wanted to do something that was a year. And so I came up with this idea called Today's Inspiration, 52 weeks of Bible verses and devotionals. Still working on this project and hoping to have it done sometime this fall. But kind of the way that it's going to work, and it starts with the verse that everybody knows, John 3:16. I use Scripture, the New Living Translation, for this particular devotional, but there will be 52 weeks, and each week will have a theme. And so like the first week, and every week starts on Sunday, the first week is the greatest love. That's the theme around John 3:16. And so every day there will be a quick message. There will be a key to that message, a reflection, a prayer, and an action step.
That's awesome.
Then there will also be a journal, so you can keep up with that. So every day you'll have the page, and then you'll have a journal. And for instance, let's just go a few weeks ahead because, like I said, everybody knows John 3:16. A lot of people know Jeremiah 29:11 too. But here's an example from, let's go back. I'm going to go to week 4 here. So week 4 goes to Isaiah 26:3, finding peace in God's presence. So this week's memory verse, that's the week. So you get a whole week, and my encouragement is going to be for people to write down that verse and memorize it.
Yes, yeah.
So Sunday, the source of true power. God is the ultimate source of peace. When you fix your thoughts on Him, He fills you with a peace that transcends understanding. No matter what chaos surrounds you, God's peace is available to calm your heart. So that's kind of the message for that Sunday, right? Mm-hmm. And then the key of it, just to kind of wrap it up, True peace comes from God alone. Trust in Him. He will keep you in a perfect peace regardless of whatever you're going through, your circumstances. And then there's a time of reflection. And the reflection for this day, for instance, is think about moments when you felt God's peace. What were you focusing on during those times? And how can you fix your thoughts on Him today? And these are things that you can write on that little journal part. And then there's a prayer every day related to that. And then there's an action step. Identify an area in your life where you need more peace. Meditate on today's verse and ask God to bring peace into that situation. Write down your reflections. And so this is my idea that hopefully, not only will people understand and memorize verses, but they'll also really take time every day to reflect on what they're reading and then put it into action.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm hoping to get this thing launched this fall. I've been working on it literally now for 2 years. I'm going to have that available on Amazon. I went through Amazon to publish this. We already have like our ISBN number and all that. And here probably in the next couple of months, we'll have that on pre-order.
Awesome.
My vision for this is to utilize most of the funds from this devotional to help support Spirit Radio here in Huntsville. So again, if you're interested in that, just stay up to date. We have the domain today'sinspiration.org already reserved, and we'll have that up pretty soon. So it's just something I've been working on, to help me grow, but also hopefully it'll be a blessing to others as well.
Yes.
To help them grow in their walk with the Lord. So, well, speaking of events, right around the corner.
Yes, right around the corner.
Tell us what's going on with the Unleash Your Imagination events.
Our next event coming up is going to be the first Saturday in May 3rd. And from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., we're going to have our 5th annual Run with Your Imagination 5K color run. And if a run doesn't sound fun to you, it is also a walk. And we have this great figure 8 path, so you can stop halfway through if you want. And then we're also going to have a DJ and a bubble party and all kinds of fun activities. So you can come and participate without even doing the run if you'd like to, if you just want a t-shirt and a goodie bag. It is $25 for an adult ticket and then $15 for a child. And all proceeds go to benefit our partnership with the Dolly Parton Imagination Library. And if you don't know about our partnership, I'm sure most of you guys do, but we partner with them to provide one free book a month to all children enrolled in our community between birth and age 5. Right now we're providing about 1,075 books per month to children in our community.
Wow.
Yes.
Keeps going up.
Yes, and so we want it to keep growing. So please come out and support. And like you said earlier, Rob, just sharing on social media means so much. Getting that word out to one more person, it really makes a difference. So yes, we are very excited about it. It's going to be bigger and better than last year, and last year was a blast. So, and then also this Friday, we are having a little anniversary party at all 3 of our locations. Actually, it is our first anniversary for our academy location.
Awesome.
And then 3rd anniversary for our children's house location. So we'll have some cake and punch, and it'll just be come and go kind of meet and greet thing. And so if you've never seen any of our campuses or one of them and you would like to come see one, please stop by. We'd love to see you.
And y'all just wrapped up an event too, if I'm not mistaken, over Texas Roadhouse, right?
Yes.
How did that go?
It was awesome. It was so much fun. Everybody loves Texas Roadhouse, so it was a great night where families got to come in and experience it, and it was great. So we had these flyers, and if you took your flyer to dinner when you ate between 4 and 10 on Monday night, we got 10% of those of what you paid for your meal back donated to Tomorrow's Promise. And Texas Roadhouse is amazing.
Yeah,
the staff was so welcoming.
Anthony and his wife, Cara, they've done such tremendous work. They came in here like guns a-blazing into Huntsville.
Yes, they're truly amazing. They even drew on the floor because they've got the floor that you can draw on with chalk. They made like a little schoolhouse for Tomorrow's Promise and wrote some quotes on there. It was very, very nice.
Yeah, I'm going to see if they'll do something for Spirit Radio. I don't know if they will or not. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be.
Yeah, we're trying to raise about 15, maybe 20 to get this station built. And it's slow and go right now.
Yes,
but we know that we know everything's going to work out. We'll go to more information, find out more information about these events online at unleashyourimaginationorg. It's unleashyourimaginationorg. We had a few people text in this morning. I'm looking here, about 7 that have texted in for the gift cards to Texas Roadhouse. And
Wow.
we're going to go ahead and head over to that Zero Degree Creations phone and text line. I know this person. Who's won today? She's got some Texas Roadhouse. Some Cafe Texan coming her way. It's better answer, though.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. This is Myrtle and Ertle.
I'm pleased to meet you, Myrtle.
Yeah, and Ertle. It's Ertle here.
No.
This sounds like a very sweet young lady that I know on the phone right now. I think her name's...
I don't know about that.
She's got the same initials as 2 famous people. One of them was a musician. One of them was a basketball star, MJ.
MJ, yeah.
Do you know who the 2 are? Do you know who the 2
No.
people are? Michael Jackson and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay. I should have known that.
So it's Molly Jeanette. Molly, you have won today. She's just right down. Molly listens.
Thank you.
She listens.
Just right down the hall?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And Molly is a brand new, once again, grandmama. So congratulations, grandmama.
Congratulations.
I got a little new baby today.
Yeah. Well, how great is that? Well,
That is wonderful.
Molly, congratulations. Ertle has a question for you real quick, okay?
What are you thankful for today?
What am I thankful for? I'm thankful to Jesus Christ that he's in my life.
Amen.
That is beautiful.
Well, there she is, MJ. It's going to be a long time before I can get you those gift cards. You know, you're far away from me. So
I know, yeah. I'll get you though, Rob.
All
I'll
right.
see you.
All right. Well, we love you, Miss Molly. Have a blessed
have
day.
a good day. The show was real good. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Molly listens to us every day.
That's amazing.
And yeah, she texts in a lot, but the randomizer never hits her. Well, it got her today, so congratulations, Molly.
I remembered
Jeanette.
my question today.
Yeah, you did. That's right. You're like, what are you talking about? All right. Well, again, go to unleashyouриmagination.org. Let's support Tomorrow's Promise and the literacy efforts that they have through the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. So important for children to read and to be connected. Hey, friends, a lot happened in our community. I wanted to touch base on a couple of other things that we're really excited about. One of them is some news came across the social media wire last night or yesterday afternoon, and we got a new place that has finally announced their official opening date here in Huntsville. Many of you drive north of town or south of town, and you see the sign, you see the Christmas Village, right? You've seen it on 45? Mm-hmm. Well, they have officially announced that they will be opening this year on November the 14th.
Awesome.
So they're going to have a lot of features there, pictures with Santa, campfires, lights, outdoor movies, train rides, kids areas, food, drink, shopping, and more.
Wonderful.
Right there, conveniently off of I-45. Now you got 2 places you can go. No excuse that you won't get in the Christmas spirit. You have Lone Star Lights, and now you're going to have the Christmas Village here in Huntsville. How cool is that? And hopefully we'll be able to get them on the show eventually and have them talk a little bit about what they've been working on this for years.
Yes,
I think 2022 is when they founded it, and now they're getting this thing up and rolling. So that's one thing that we're looking forward to. Another business that has announced their opening later this month is the Honor Cafe here in Huntsville. Now, this image here was taken from their Facebook page. They don't have all that signage up, even though it looks like it, but that's what it's going to look like. The Honor Cafe is opening up here later this month in Huntsville. They're based out of Conroe, a veteran-owned business, and we're really looking forward to having them here in our community as well. A lot of really, really good, just unique food. And you can go to the Honor Cafe website. Just search for Honor Cafe Conroe to find out their menu. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. They're right where Pinch and Plate used to be. And
When's it opening again?
sometime later this month. They have not officially gave an exact date, but they have said they will be opening up in March.
Got it. Okay.
And these are the most common reasons that people go to our website. I know you all know about this show, obviously, that are watching it right now. But our website, gaining traffic anywhere from 500 to 600 visitors a day, depending on what we put on there. Sometimes, we've had days where we've had 2,000 to 3,000 people go to the website with certain articles. And one of the most popular sections is our Coming Soon section, to where we keep you up to date with new businesses that are opening up here in our community. So just go to HelloHuntsvilleTX.com and look, there's Tomorrow's Promise. We got your banner up there too. So That's all I've got today, Josie. It's a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day.
I did want to leave something else too. I'm going to bring up something on Thursday when we have Jason on here. So you definitely want to stay locked in. It'll be tomorrow. But we've been talking a lot about what is the church and what is the purpose of the church and why do people go to church and why should you go to church? Jason and I are going to dig into that a little bit more tomorrow. I was thinking about it yesterday, Josie, and I told you a little bit about it this morning, that a lot of organizations, even churches included, and this speaks specifically of churches, and I'm not knocking any, but there's like this message of how do you attract more people? I think the message should really be, how can you transform people? And that transformation only comes through Christ. And that's something that we're going to be talking about tomorrow. It's not the attraction, but it's the transformation. And I think even outside of a spiritual talk, you could take that into your life in general.
Yes.
What are you doing to transform what you're doing in life? And that's the inspiration today. Where's the transformation? Are you just working on attraction, or are you actually working on transformation? Attraction is okay, but attraction can get you in trouble. Transformation is where things happen.
Yes.
And so if you think about that just in your business life, in your personal life, what are you doing today to transform maybe where you're at? And I look at it in a relationship with the Lord. Where's that transformation happening? We're going to talk about that more tomorrow with Jason Bay of First Baptist, so make sure that you stay locked in to the show. Josie, any final comments? Any cat news for us? Anything else going on?
Oh, one of my cats.
I hope you're not going to say passed away because you're laughing. That'd be horrible.
No, it's
Poor
really
cat.
not that funny either. But okay, so he lives in the barn next to our house, and
Is it y'all's barn?
Yes.
Okay.
And
Make
he
sure
does
it's the
it.
right barn.
It's his choice. His choice. He does not like to come in the house or anything like that. And this morning I went out to feed him, and he gets in these really bad fights sometimes. I swear, sometimes these other cats just come out of the woodworks. And he had this huge scar on his face. He looked like Scarface this morning. But he's fine. He was happy. He was eating. But, yeah.
I'm going to have to create a graphic when Josie's here, and it's the Josie Stowers cat update.
I did take a video.
For us. You have a video of this poor cat?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't save it. Never mind. I just sent it.
All right. Well, you'll have to send it to us next time. You have to find it. So, well, hey, that'll wrap it up. Big thank you to all of you who are joining us today. Many of you were. A lot of comments coming in today, and we appreciate those. The Horn family, they are down working the Rodeo Houston. You going to go down to the Houston Rodeo?
I haven't.
You ever been?
I have been. So I don't know if you knew this, but Brett used to ride bulls for the PRCA, and yes.
How
and so
cool is that?
He's been retired for about 2 years from doing that, and so it's been a long time since I've been to a rodeo. But I used to be at rodeos twice a week.
You were the rodeo queen back in the day, Josie Stowers. So nice. Yeah, a lot of folks are down there for that. Thank you all. We won't have a chance to get to everybody that commented in, but we know that we appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being involved and for being invested in this program. I know sometimes we get on here and just ramble on, but we do promote the good in this community, and we appreciate that. Let us know your feedback, too. What would you like to see on this show? And what are some things that we can do to help you and others stay engaged and continue to grow? Because that's what we're here for. That'll wrap it up. Again, Tomorrow's Promise. More information online at tomorrowspromise.info. For the Josie Stowers, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you this morning that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We're really not. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement, friends. Lend a hand of support. Somebody needs you. We'll see you back at it tomorrow, bright and early, 7:30 with Jason Bay of First Baptist. Josie, thanks for hanging. We'll see you later.
Thank you for having me.